Hello, we are in-house plumbing company where serving you is our business. We service the following areas of Texas: Plano, Richardson, Garland, Dallas, and surrounding cities. Don't pay too much for someone to replace your cast iron sewer pipes. The truth is that every house is different. So when it comes to replacing the cast iron sewer pipes, the cost will be different for each house. One common misconception is that what my friend, coworker, family member, or neighbor paid is what I will pay. That is a myth. Two houses right next to each other could be significantly different in cost based on the layout of the plumbing in each house. The only way to know what your cost would be is to get an estimate. We will talk more about estimates below. With that said, we are hearing and seeing a lot of information that shows people are overpaying for cast iron pipe replacement, and we don't want that to happen to you. Here are a few things to keep in mind to keep this from happening to you. Square footage of the house has absolutely nothing to do with the price of replacing cast iron pipes. Where the plumbing fixtures, such as the kitchen sink, the bar sink, the washer, the bathroom sinks, toilets, showers, or tubs, are located, and what has to be done to get to and replace the pipe for those fixtures is the only thing that matters. For example, how much tunneling, trenching, excavation of any kind, plumbing labor, and materials, as well as backfill and cleanup work needs to be done to do the work. Rerouting the plumbing pipe is almost always the best and least expensive option if possible. However, remember, not all houses can be rerouted. One major reason rerouting is usually the best option is because it can eliminate significant amounts of tunneling and trade that tunneling for trenching in the yard. Tunneling is typically the most expensive part of cast iron pipe replacement. Get multiple estimates. No one should pay for an estimate from a company for this type of work. So we recommend getting as many estimates as possible. It can only help you learn and likely save money in the end. Keep in mind that the cheapest estimate may not be the right estimate to go with. The old saying that you get what you pay for has a lot of truth to it. And be careful of the tricks that could be played by giving a low estimate to get in the door and coming back for more money once the work is started. Also keep in mind that the most expensive estimate does not mean that company is the most experienced or going to do the best job. There are so many things to consider with pricing that we cannot possibly list them all here. Just be very careful and listen to your gut. You just want to be careful to understand each estimate, check out each company thoroughly to make sure they are going to do what they say they are going to do. The worst thing you could do is hire the wrong company, pay them, and have to redo part or all of what they did, which will end up costing you double or triple what you could have gotten it done for by a reputable and quality company. Let's talk a little about average or possible cost of replacing your cast iron sewer pipes. The overwhelming majority of our estimates range from $15,000 to $25,000. Sometimes, but not often, we see estimates ranging from $25,000 to $35,000. And although it happens, it is extremely rare to see an estimate over $35,000. In our 22-year history as a company, we have only given 2 estimates at a cost of over $45,000. It is our experience that many companies are charging 1.5 to 3 times what a good, reputable company who does this all the time will charge you to do the work. So make sure you get multiple estimates from a variety of companies and look for the companies that specialize in and do this type of work all the time. Although using an excavation company to do the excavation work and a separate plumbing company to do this work is an option, we highly recommend against it, as neither company is going to be able to provide you a warranty for their work. Meaning you could have to redo what was done immediately after the work is finished at your cost. Obviously, it would likely be rare there would be a problem, but just make sure you factor this risk possibility into your overall decision. It is also important to note that many times two different companies charging full price for each of their work separately. Remember, you have a certain amount of overhead costs built into every estimate and company. So going with two companies can cost more than one company giving you their best cost for the whole job, possibly. Another thing to consider here is that most of the companies doing this type of work in DFW these days use a subcontracted excavation crew to do the excavation work. But the plumbing company subcontracting to the excavation company is going to pay that excavation company less money than you, a homeowner, would, because of the volume of work they give to that contractor. This means you will pay maximum price for the excavation company and for the plumbing company, hiring them separately. This is another reason getting multiple estimates is a good idea and comparing them. Another thing I would like to address is replacing your cast iron pipes in multiple stages. What I mean by this is doing one part of the work now and another part later. We highly recommend against this if you can avoid it. Keep in mind that it will always cost you more money, and sometimes significantly more, to do the work in stages than it would to do it all at one time. There are many reasons for this, so what I will say is, if you are considering this as an option, call us and let us come and look at your situation and give you an estimate. We can show you how much it would cost for all of it now, as well as part now and part later prices at today's prices, so you can make a good long-term decision on what to do. We understand that many people cannot afford to do all of this at once. We just want to make sure you understand it will cost you more doing it separately than all at once. Many people believe we don't recommend this as an option because it is good for us to do it all now. The truth is, we would make more money if we did the work separately. We recommend against this because we have your long-term best interest in mind, not ours. We hope this information will help you make the right long-term decision when it comes to replacing your cast iron sewer pipes. Feel free to contact us today at 972-366-6597 for a free, no obligation evaluation and estimate, as we will always give you our honest opinion and best price. Also, please consider sharing this information with your family, friends, and neighbors to make sure they don't pay too much as well. Thank you and have a great day.